What's up, guys? This is Daniel from the Arms Family Homestead, and I'm out in the high tunnel today working on my irrigation system. Got to get that drip system set up for all these raised beds. So I'm going to take you along and show you what I'm doing and how I'm going to try to get that all set up. May not be the best system, but it's the idea I've come up with, and it's what I'm going to roll with. I'm really struggling today, and I may or may not end up posting this video. So if you're seeing it, you're seeing it. There you go. And I've said many times in the past in a lot of my videos that gardening is a stress reliever for me. It's a vent. It's something I do to decompress and de-stress from work. And if I don't seem like my normal chipper, goofy self today, yesterday was probably in 11 years in law enforcement, yesterday was probably one of the top 5, maybe top 3 worst days ever. Just we had a really bad accident that involved a car fire and some very, very tragic circumstances. Not going to talk about that on here. That's not what this channel is about. But I've said it before and I'll say it again. This garden and this greenhouse, no matter how much money I spend, no matter what it takes, to me it's a stress reliever. And I'm out here with a shovel digging in the dirt, trying to relieve a little bit of stress today. So it is what it is, and if I'm not my normal chipper self today, I apologize, but I'm going to do my best to use you guys and this high tunnel to work through some things that have gone on that are just very unfortunate. So not going to blab about that all video. This whole video that's not what that's about. It's about this irrigation system. So I'm going to get to work and get this put in. So let me explain my concept real quick. I've dug a trench all the way the full width of my greenhouse, and it's not real deep because this isn't going to be a high pressure line. It's going to be a low pressure system for my drip system. So I'm not digging it real deep because I'm not worried about it freezing, because I'll have it set up to where I can open valves and drain it. So I'm going to bury this line all the way the full length of the full width of my high tunnel, and at each one of these beds I'm going to come up with a riser, and that way I can hook on poly pipe and connect in and get all these beds their own irrigation system. Well, Houston and I are getting a little progress done out here. Now, before I show you this, I'm going to warn you, I am not a plumber. Okay? I'm not a plumber. I'm just a guy that can cut PVC pipe and glue it together. So, I'm going to show you what I got. It's real redneck looking. So here's my trench for my pipe. Comes along, comes to a bed. I put a T in, a riser coming up, an elbow to go in, and another elbow to go over. And then I'll have poly pipe that runs the length of that, and I can put my valves and drip tape for each row off of this. And scoot on over. I tie it into my existing water line that's buried underneath all 3 of those beds, so I have those tied in, and I went ahead and stubbed up in case I want to go with some drip irrigation outside the high tunnel. It'll all tie into that. So as I said earlier, this will all be a low pressure system, 10 pounds of pressure, so I'm not worried about it freezing because I'll be able to drain it all. What are you doing? I don't need water yet. I don't need that water. Well, the PVC work is done. All this is in, but let me show you what I've got so I can get water connected to it real quick. Comes the pipe all the way down, connecting all the beds. And then on the end, I have an elbow coming up with an on and off valve, comes up 90s to a pressure reducer. And then I'll just screw a garden hose into this. So I can unhook it, drain the system, and I won't have to worry about freezes because I'll have it set up. Right now I've just got a cap on that end, but I'll have a valve down there to open it up and drain the system. So this ought to work. Now, I know me and my plumbing capabilities, and they are not top notch, so I am not going to bury this pipe until I can get water turned on and get it pressured up. So the next step is getting this poly pipe ran across the top of all those beds. And I've got some cool little fittings. Ordered these from a company called Irrigation. This end just holds a piece of PVC pipe. It slides on a piece of 1-inch PVC pipe. And the other end is a compression fitting. Screws down around that black poly pipe. So that's how I'm going to go from PVC to poly pipe. So with this 1-inch poly pipe, these fittings can be kind of hard to push on there sometimes. They don't want to go all the way in just by hand. They don't want to go all the way in just by hand when it's cold outside. Now if it's hot outside, they'll slide in there a little easier. But I got a trick. Use my handy dandy torch. It doesn't take much heat. Just heat that plastic up just a little bit. That way it'll expand. Just gonna heat it up just a little bit. Now this fitting will slide right in there, just like that. And then all I have to do is twist this twist lock. There you go. Now my PVC pipe slides right into the end of that. Super easy. That little torch makes a world of difference. So here we are, day 2 of the drip system installation process. Didn't get finished yesterday because, well, it's spring break. And spring break means kids are out of school. When you have days off during the week, you get your kids plus more. Yesterday I had 5. Today I have 6 kids. It's hard to get much done. Now, granted, I only have 1 like this. What are you doing to that dog?
Hugging him.
I only have 1 like that. 3 of them are teenagers, so they're kind of self-sufficient. Just throw food at them and a TV remote and they're good, right? But we'll get back, hopefully get that drip system finished today, get some drip tape put down, we'll be good to go. So, first, Houston wants to do the chores and turn out the goats.
Dad, why'd you put the
He wants to release the goats.
Dad, why'd you put the
Come on, Duke. Come on. Bring the billies back up here so we can lock them up. Come on, Duke. Come on. Come on, boys. Let's go, Duke. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Houston, do you think you can let the mama goats out? I think you can open the gate and let them out.
I'll try.
You'll try. Here, let me help you get it untied. Hang on. Hang on. All right, Houston. Let them go. And get out of the way. Open that gate. Open that gate. Open that gate. Let's go, goats. Get down, bear. Whoop. There they go. Are they going to choose the garden today?
Yep. They're choosing the garden today.
Yep. Look how much of that cover crop they've already grazed down.
What are they doing?
Look at the difference. A couple days ago, this was almost 2 feet tall. All right, so I've got all the water hooked up. Got almost all the little aggravating leaky drips fixed. Still have a couple because I don't have any plugs to go in the ends of my poly pipe. So basically I just folded it over and put a hose clamp on it, and it got them 99% sealed off. But I'll have to order some plugs for the end of my poly pipe. So the next step is getting my, what are you doing? I don't need those, Houston. Getting my shut-off valves put in my poly pipe. Super easy, takes one little tool, poke a hole, it's in, and then hooking that drip tape up. Check it out. That's a success. Oh, I've got drip tape in one bed so far. Now I don't have those done. Ain't even got 2 of these yet. Got to start somewhere, so 1 bed done. Let's turn it on and see if it works. Whoa. Who loves crooked lines? I've got some crooked lines. That's okay. I'll get them straight. Get them put where they need to be. Heck, it's just drip tape. All you gotta do is move it, right? But guess what? In theory, that's what it's supposed to look like. So, 3-foot wide bed. I just spaced those 3 lines out. Should be sufficient. Well, there you have it, guys. In a nutshell, that right there is how I plan on installing drip irrigation in all these raised beds. Still got a ways to go, but the hard part's done. Still got a few more little minor bits and pieces I need to buy and get put in. Those plugs that go in the end of that poly pipe, need to get those. Just little stuff, but the hard part's done. The plumbing is all in. Now it's just punching holes in the line, putting a valve in, and running a drip tape. So I think if you've never tried drip irrigation, I think you'd really like it. To me, it's the best way to water these plants. I can set a timer on. I can put a timer on my valve over here where my water hose comes in. It can automatically water for me every day. Don't even have to come down here if I'm going to be busy. So that's how I do it. Give it some thought. I think you'll like a drip system. So took 2 days, and you know, is what it is. Spring break's almost over, so that'll give me more time to be out here than sitting in the house and running around with kids. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.